We're out here today joined by one of our elders from Indian Island showing us some traditional eel spearing. My name is Devin Ward. I am a senior biologist with Ungwotum Resource Management.
My name is Joseph Christopher Senipass. I'm from Indian Island First Nation. I'm a fisherman, a hunter, and a gatherer. I'm going to offer some tobacco just to give thanks that we're out here, that no harm will come to anybody, that we're going to have fun. If we catch an eel, I always give thanks because it's a creature that's given up his life to feed us. And we're just going to offer tobacco here for it, for the spirits and for the spirits of the fish. And I love mud spearing because it reminds me of my uncles and my cousins who used to come out here. Every time I come out here, I could actually see their spirits around where they were standing, and they'd be talking. And they'd be saying, we're crazy right now to go fishing in March because the ice is 23 inches thick, almost 2 feet. And back then, they only used the axe and the chisel to cut through the ice. They never used a chainsaw, and they used to go out there and they fish. And they get a lot of eels back then. My uncles used to fish in November because that's when the ice forms. They would come out, and it's only 2 inches thick, 3 inches. They walk out here. And they would use this as a life guide. They would walk like this, like when they're walking, because if they fall through the ice, this stops them, they get out. It saves them. And right here, this is a mud spear. It's an eel spear for mud. There's another kind, a spear used for sand. We used to use that at summertime along the beach to go fishing. And this one is for mud, for winter. Eels are in that much mud, so I approximately go that deep in the mud to catch them. It's almost like when you're going in, you feel the mud, and then it's like a paper you hit. You feel it, and then you bring it up, and sure enough, there's an eel on it. Our uncles used to teach us, and their uncles. Eels are, I love them because they're, if you have a hard time sleeping at night, the elders used to say, cook up some eels and eat it, and automatically you will fall asleep because that's how good it was. They used to use it for medicine.
Some of the traditional uses that we had for eel were not only for sustenance, so people would obviously consume them on quite a regular basis, and we're also told that it's one of the more healthier fish that you can consume. But eels were remedies to all sorts of ailments. We would use the skins traditionally to make splints if you had broken bones or anything like that. So there was many uses in our traditional culture for eel, not only for consumption. For the last 3 years, we've been collecting adult eels, searching for an invasive swim bladder parasite called A. crassus. We suspect that this parasite came over in the ballast water of ships and has infected our local eel population here. Part of our research is looking at the extent of that infection and what that would mean for our populations here in the Atlantic.
I used to watch my uncles fish this river, and they used to be singing and dancing and telling stories about who was a good fisherman, who had the most eels. And those sort of stories that went along with fishing. It's very important that we should pass this knowledge on because it's our heritage. We were brought up this way. We're fishermen.